But for American speakers, I know you pronounce Z as Z, so pronounce Z for French. So now I'm going to give you a week for the vocabulary test that I mentioned. A week to learn it. So firstly, I'm going to test you the French alphabet. I will say like say, then you write down. Numéro 1 is say. I'm going to test it like this. I'll just give you example. Numéro 1, c'est. Numéro 2, B. Like that. And you just write it down on a scrap paper. Number 2. I'm trying to not give you too much. Learn I, you, he, she, it's, we, you plural, and they. So I'm going to tell you now. Je is I. I'll just enter. 2 is you. Singular. Singular and plural is important in French for I, you, he. So il is he. It's IL if you can't really see it. It's because of my font. And L is she. Il and elle could mean it. Let's say it's a female cat, and you want to say the female cat did something. You use L. If it's, let's say, a male cat, you say il. For we is news. Nu. Actually, nu. We don't really pronounce S in French. So nu. Vous. Vous is you, but plural. And finally, il is they. For male users, or masculine. And L is for female. For they. If you have, let's say, a crowd of people who are all female, you use L. And for, if you have a crowd of people which is all male, you use il. If it's a mixture of boys and girls, use il still. That's the grammar. So, third thing you're going to learn is the conjugation of the verb avoir, which means to have. If you can screw up, if I screw up, you can see I used it in the grammar example. So avoir, to have. Number 2 and number 3 is similar. So avoir, to have. Yeah, the computer doesn't like the fun. So I have is just j'ai. In French, if for je, if there's a vowel after the word, you change it to a J apostrophe. if this rule didn't apply, it would look like that, which wouldn't sound really well. Be je, which, no. Then you have singular is tu as. He have is il a. I know it looks like an A, but pronounce it as a. She have is ella. You can see these three pronunciations are very similar. Oh yeah, I forgot. On. It's pronounced on. It can mean one, he or we. So, considering we're using from the verb avoir. Oh yeah, you also need to learn that avoir is avoir means to have. You can so just we have one, he or we have is on a. So example, what I mean by one, I don't mean it by posh English, like one can do this. No. In French, people say, when they say one, it kind of means we or everyone. So, on, a, in, yeah, let's use on a une trousse again. That means we have a pencil case, or one have a pencil case. I hope I've explained it right. When I was learning French, it took me a while to understand what one means, but you soon get it. So for we, actually I might give you 2 weeks to learn this, because this is too much. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to say is, I will test these next week, and test 3 and 4 next week. So we have is nous avons, because it's an A, you bring the S into pronunciations. Nous avons. For you, plural, I'm not going to write have because it's the same form, is vous avez. Vous avez. And for they is going to be il or elles, elles ont, elles ont, I can pronounce French now. Elles ont. So basically, yeah. I think what it is that we have, you have, and they have, you pronounce yes. I think these are kind of the exceptions.